could you go to the homepage of investors.com? It might be a good opportunity just to uncover a neat little feature. So on the homepage, if you go to the stock lists tab, and then second column, IBD data tables. And then first heading, smart NYSE and NASDAQ tables. It's a few clicks away, but once you get here, you've got all our leading sectors in the market. So not surprising to see energy up at the top. We talked about some of these high-flying E&P firms that are extended right now. But the interesting thing is if you can actually, all of these sectors are clickable. So if you want to take any sector, and okay, here's the energy sector, and then you've got a whole list of stocks in the sector. So, you know, it takes work. This is a great little weekend task just to try to go through some leading sectors in the market and see if there are still stocks setting up in bases. Got to be careful about buying laggard, breakouts in a sector. Sometimes it's better to look at the true strength in the sector and wait for an alternate entry rather than waiting for a stock that might have a lagging RS line that's building a base.
It's worth mentioning that, Bill, when he would go through charts, again, where he spent a lot of time was we called them the maroon books, and were filled with these data graphs with all of the information that he could hope to want on the chart, for him to look at. And those were all sorted by strongest industry group first, and then within the industry group, it was usually, either a combination of EPS, RS, or the data graph rating. There were different sorts sometimes, but like the weekly review that we've had that list in the on investors.com, and we had it in the paper for decades. That was always sorted by first strongest industry group, and then within the group, what are the strongest stocks. So it kind of gave you a natural triage of what you should be looking at first. And so that certainly helps. And, David Ryan mentioned how he just kind of goes through the top 50 groups. He had all of the group names, G1000, this, and those are things that you can type into MarketSmith. So he had kind of the groups, right there, the ones that he was watching, closest. So yeah, there definitely is a lot of that you can see in the group movement. One caution I will say, sometimes with the industry groups, because it is price weighted, sometimes you can have a very high price stock kind of control the group. Tesla for a long time was controlling the auto manufacturers. The auto manufacturers group basically, was tracking Tesla because it just had such a heavy weight as a high price stock in a price weighted index. So that is just one caution there, sometimes. But again, if you're using MarketSmith and you're looking at the components, it's one of those things that's usually fairly apparent when you've got something that's overwhelming in terms of its price.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching Investors Business Daily on YouTube. If you want to watch more videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing.